I'm not really ready, but I just had to press start because I'm like 20 minutes past the time we're supposed to be getting ready. So, what's up, everybody? It's me, Erika, and we are down here, girl. So, let's get our stuff together and sit like we have some sense and um, get ourselves started. So, go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know you stopped by. I almost forgot my coffee. Like I had sat down and everything, and then I was like, "Wait, my coffee is out there." So I have my coffee. I have my reefer. I just watched the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion part one, extended, uncensored on Peacock, and I don't know. I have some thoughts about it. I don't know if okay. I'm gonna review it, but just my initial thoughts. I I was brought back to a time, what was going on with Garcelle and the way that they were asking questions and the way it seemed like it was like all on Garcelle. And it seemed like they, I don't know, have spoken or came together and say, we have to hold Sutton and Garcelle's feet to the fire every time. Um, it's weird for Kyle to tell after Kyle has such a long history for her to even turn around and use the catchphrase mean girls to Garcelle and Sutton is very rich, right? Because we it's almost like she keeps like we have cameras around. We know what you're doing. We have seen you behave. We have seen how you acted. We have seen when your best friend's brother died by suicide, how you acted. We saw how you acted. We saw you. So I thought it was pretty rich. Um, I don't think they consider the reason. Okay, so it's almost like Bose and Dorit, how they came together. Sutton and Garcelle came in at the same time. Sutton was awkward, this awkward rich woman and kooky and, little judgmental. And here's Garcelle like trying to find her footing with the girls. And so they came together. And unfortunately, I don't think that Sutton values Garcelle as much as she values Kyle for whatever reason. We will never know. And she'll probably would probably deny that assumption. Um, it took me back watching Bose there and watching Garcelle there and knowing that Garcelle is gone now, which I'm really excited that she's gone. I'm really excited to see what is going to come next season. Because for me, Garcelle always felt like a Cynthia Bailey, right? She was here. She didn't cause too much trouble. She will ask questions to keep the scene going, which is definitely what we need because if you don't ask questions, which Garcelle and Sutton do, the women will not talk about what's obvious. And so that makes it come off fake. But it did take me back to a time when I was throughout my primary education, like I said it on Twitter this morning, up until I was in the ninth grade, I was literally the only Black child in the friend group. I had an extremely diverse friend group. We looked like a Benetton ad. You understand? Filipino, Arab, Mexican American, Argentinian, Taiwanese, Vietnamese, um, girl, did I already say Argentina? I'm trying to think of everybody's ethnicity, like everybody. Like we really look like a Benetton ad. And till I was when I was about 14, I went to another school. I went to go live with my dad. So I went to another school and I was in private school. So of course in a private school, I don't know if they had a quota to have at least one Black girl in the class or whatever. But when I left, this other Black young girl came into the school, right? She was accepted into the school. When I left, she was accepted into the school. I don't know if she was accepted after I left, but she was accepted in the school. And after I left, she showed up. There was a new Black girl there. And slowly but surely, that friend group me attached to that friend group, even though we'd known each other since elementary school, we kind of grew apart throughout our high school years. And by the time high school was over, we really didn't have a connection. We kind of kept in touch in the ninth grade, a little bit, maybe in the 10th grade, but they were already, I had been replaced basically. And that's how I feel what's going on with Bose. But the thing is, what's going to happen is it's going to flip on Bose too. And it sounds like, you don't wish that on somebody, but that's going to happen to Bose. It's happened to everybody. It's going to happen to Bose. Dorit is going to do something that Bose doesn't like. Kyle is going to say something, and then once Dorit and Kyle get back good, then that relationship, hopefully it doesn't suffer, but there will be some issues with Dorit and Bose. So that's how I kind of related to that. I kind of felt like that is what's happening. We got a new black girl, and I don't know what Erika's issue with Garcelle is, and I'm really upset that Garcelle. I don't know when. I think it's next week where she says that Garcelle isn't interesting. I would have told her, bitch, you literally just put wallpaper up this season. That's what you did. So I'm not interesting when I'm sharing that I bought a beach home. I'm sharing that my son is pursuing a modeling career. I'm sharing that I'm working and producing and this and that. What are you? Literally, if we look back on the season and who we talked about, somebody even said on Twitter, Erika didn't have enough to talk about. You didn't even see her a lot in the after show because she really didn't have a lot to talk about. Where was Erika in the after show? Did she have a lot of after show moments? Because if you think about it, she literally did not have a storyline, but she was redecorating her house. And do you guys remember how excited I was that she was redecorating her house and I couldn't wait to see it? And they had the reveal how many episodes ago? And have I mentioned it at all? Because I was underwhelmed. I was underwhelmed. I saw, shout out to Martin Lawrence Blood, honey, but I was underwhelmed at the stripe down the hallway. I was underwhelmed by the whole thing. I never mentioned it. How many episodes ago did they reveal Erika's redecorated space? And it was like womp womp. That's what it was giving. So I'm not sure what Erika is saying, and I'm mad that Garcelle didn't have a comeback right away. And this idea where she has this thing for Garcelle. I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is, but it's been something from the beginning. Remember they showed when they threw Garcelle's book in the trash, how mean they were about that. That's some mean girl shit, right? Now I'm going to throw Garcelle's book in the trash and take a picture of it, right? Lisa Rinna did that. And then she sent it to the Fox Force 5. And then Erika reposted it to her stories and say, Garcelle, I know you have me blocked, but you'll see this. That's some mean girl shit. And I would have looked at Kyle and said, you know what some mean girl shit is? Throwing my book in the trash and then taking a picture of it, sharing it with each other, and then posting it to Instagram. That's some mean girl shit. And can we please stop using the catchphrase mean girls? How many times have I said, since little girls, we are socialized to fight and have conflict in the way that we do, and it does not change. Even with emotional intelligence, the way that some women fight does not change from the time that they were in elementary school. So this mean girls things, we could literally line all of the women up on Housewives, Married to Medicine, all the shows, Love and Hip Hop, all of the shows, and look at all the women and count like, this is what you did to her, 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 this is what you did to her. We could all say that everybody, there's nobody on there who is just so perfect and hasn't done anything. Even Kathy Hilton wore Lisa Rinna out that season. Nobody is nice, especially in conflict. And I don't understand where's this thing in, if we're in conflict, To me, I feel like a mean person does something to someone unwarranted. Like, where did that come from? Why would you do that? Why would you act like that? Why would you say that? I didn't do nothing to you. You just saying shit. You mean. You understand what I'm saying? So all of them, the way that they handle conflict can be labeled as quote mean. Especially Kyle, like literally Kyle Richards has Kyle Umansky, whatever fucking name is. You have no room, like literally no room at all to say anything about somebody being mean. You're so mean, you got kicked out of Lisa Vanderpump's house. Goodbye, Kyle. Yes, get out of here. Because you mean and not compassionate. I also don't like this statement that Dorit made to Sutton when Sutton asked her about, do you know who's is your name on the mortgage? Those are things you need to know. You think I would tell you that? Well, you don't have to tell me that, bitch, because it really doesn't affect me. I'm the one getting $300,000 a month. I don't know what you gonna get, but at the rate that you're going, you're not gonna get very much because you don't know what the is going on. And how could you have to care about someone in order to want them to come out on top of a divorce? I don't have to care about you, bitch, for me to be like, I want you to come out as a woman. I want you to come out on top of your divorce. But I don't have to like you, bitch. I don't. And see, that's why I wish that these girls were a little quicker with that. Bitch, I don't have to like you to want you to come out on top of your divorce. I don't have to like you personally to say I have compassion for all women. And when it's time to go up against a motherfucking man, I'm gonna have your back, whether I like you or not, bitch. I'm so mad at Garcelle for not being quick enough to like you don't have. And I think maybe she didn't have, maybe she wasn't prepared because she didn't know that this was gonna happen. Like she was gonna be like the target. You're not talking about Morgan, girl. Why would you think me saying if you want to be a lesbian is trying to embarrass you? Are you embarrassed by being a lesbian? What would be embarrassing about being a lesbian? If you thought that Garcelle's intentions were to embarrass you by saying if you want to be a lesbian, it was a little jokey to make you comfortable. But if you want to explore that part of your life, we are going to support you. If you want to be a kissing lesbian girl, be a kissing lesbian. They say it's great over there. They say the girls are coming back to back. Okay, literally and figuratively. You understand me? So if that's what you want to do, girl, that's what you want to do. I think it's weird for Kyle to say that hurt my feelings, but then when Garcelle turns around and said these are my feelings, it's like no, you can't have these feelings. It's weird. It's just so weird. And then Sutton is just sitting there, girl, you so tired and through and tired. Sutton, you are so tired. Ugh. I was like, ugh. But there, that's how it goes, right? You buddy up with the girl, and then she decides, well, I really want to be over there with Kyle and I don't know why you want to be over there with Dorit. What did Dorit say? You don't have compassion. She laughed. She's like, I have compassion for all women. You don't have compassion. Yes, I do. I'm trying to tell you. And then directly immediately after that, Dorit says, I have no idea. Are you in pre-foreclosure? Well, PK, she explains that PK told them to change the rate and they hadn't changed the rate. And because they didn't change the rate, PK stopped paying the mortgage. That's just how he does business. So clearly you don't know nothing. So to Sutton's point, you're a sitting duck and you're a fool. And that's it. And you're going to end up looking crazy. Kyle too. I hope Kyle and Dorit don't end up on the other side of their marriages in divorce and look crazy. And then we can look back at Sutton, who has gone through it and is trying to share with y'all what y'all need to do, and you don't want to listen because of whatever. What is so wrong with Sutton's advice? Because she doesn't like you personally, you think she's going to give you advice that doesn't serve you? She's actually giving you advice that serves you. So whether she likes you or not, the fact that she's telling you, her girl, you need a forensic accountant, You need to do this, you need to do that, because this is what I found out. Now, bitch, I can cuss you out later on, but that doesn't mean that you not don't take my advice. I'm trying to get you to come out on top. Bitch, I just don't like you personally. What is the big deal? I don't understand that. I don't understand. I don't know. It was weird. It's very weird. And I'm really mad that Garcelle wasn't, all she could say was fuck Eric. Girl, fuck you. I guess you're not that interesting. Garcelle has been sharing. What are you sharing? You guys want Garcelle to be in a scandal. You want Garcelle's name plastered all over the headlines on the blogs, and it's not, because she doesn't govern herself the way you bitches govern yourselves. So you're in a relationship with a bad father who's an alcoholic. That's what you said, bitch. And you trying to figure out if the crypt keeper, they trying to figure out if you took the crypt keeper's money and is spending money on fancy things and wallpaper. Girl, all we saw was wallpaper. That's literally what Garcelle should have said to Erika. That would have shut her fucking mouth. Girl, what was your season? Wallpaper. That was your season? That's all what else did we see from Erika Jayne? The truth is Erika Jayne can go. That's the truth. She can go. I don't think Erika Jayne would be missed. And furthermore, I really don't think Erika Jayne has a fan base like she thinks she does. I think she has like misinterpreted her fan base. I don't think she has a fan base she thinks she does. Erika used to be a bad bitch. That's when she was living off of widows, orphans, burn victims. That's when she used to come themed to everything, to glam everywhere, overindulgent and everything. Now you're penny pitching and using wallpaper because you know you can't paint because the house is rented. Yes, it is. So you know you can't paint. So you look at Margaret Joseph's and Bozoma St. John's house, Bozoma St. John's house, and decide that you want to copy them and get wallpaper. And then it still doesn't hit. You haven't had anybody over. You can't really have, how many people have you had over there? You haven't had anything over there, nothing in the backyard. Do you have to ask permission to have stuff in the backyard? You didn't do none of that to show off your redecorated space. What did you do this season, Erika Jayne? Garcelle is not going to have a scandal. She's not going to have a scandal. She doesn't move like that. Like she said, I went through divorce before that, but I was very public. Hell, Garcelle sent an email to everybody, girl. Reply to all on this motherfucker. That's what she said. Send to everybody. She sent it to her whole address book. She definitely crashed out, and she shared that with us. So I don't understand who do you think is more interesting, Garcelle or Erika Jayne? Because I don't know. And then Bose did not tell, like she said in the back that it was like she's accusing her of criminal behavior, but Bose did not tell Dorit that she would have filed charges. She said there should be repercussions. So I don't know if someone interpreted that to say she should file charges, but I didn't hear Bose say you should file charges. She did say that Garcelle contacted her before, and no, she contacted Garcelle before coming on the show to try to get the tea on the women, and Garcelle wouldn't give it to her. And I don't see nothing wrong with that, because that happened to me, and it's a fucked up place to be, where you can have a blank canvas with someone, with a new person, right? A blank canvas. And then someone who has an issue with you will come over to your canvas and draw on it for the next person to see, instead of allowing it to be a blank canvas for them, right? You come on, say this and that about such and such and such and such. I had that happen to me. There was in corporate America, the guy I was under, a fucking hater, girl, ugh, the guy that I was under, he had somebody come in under him, right? And when she came in under him, he told her about me, even though he knew me for 7 years prior. When she came in, he told her about me. So then when I went in to talk to her, she told me, he warned me about you. I went directly to him. I said, how dare you? How dare you paint a picture for somebody instead of allowing them to have a blank canvas with me? You don't get to draw a picture for somebody else to see me. I don't like that shit. So I'm with Garcelle. No, you make your own decisions. You hang out. That happened with Nathaniel. Nate, me and him are like this. That is one of my closest friends. When he first, watch out for Erika. Him and I are like this. He said, I will make my own decision on blah, blah, blah. Because I was no nonsense. And I didn't care. I wasn't trying to make friends with nobody. I was straightforward, straight shooter. I didn't play no games. If I didn't play games with you, I didn't play games with you. If I played games with you, I played games with you. But I don't play well with everybody. And that's the truth. So if I don't play well with you, don't run behind and try to get the new person and paint a picture about me because I don't play well with your ass. And so I went directly to him and I told him, how dare you paint a picture of me to somebody else and could have affected our working relationship because you got a problem with me because I'm no nonsense with your ass. I don't fucking play. Don't play with me. So there's nothing wrong with Garcelle telling Bose, you form your own decisions about these women. I'm not going to tell you nothing because what she could have done is ran the 1-20 on Dorit, ran the 1-20 on Kyle. She could have painted a whole picture for them. And then I think it's very odd that Bose can watch previous seasons and not look at Dorit like with a little side eye. Based on all the things that like Dorit has done, especially directed towards Garcelle and her little microaggressions and all of this, and Lisa Rinna doing all of this to Garcelle when talking to Garcelle, telling Garcelle, it seems like you got a little attitude. Girl, what? So they finally got Garcelle out of there, but that is going to definitely change the dynamic of the show. And I don't know what Sutton is going to do because these women, none of those women if you took Garcelle off of that stage, none of those women are going to back up Sutton. Not even Kyle. And Jennifer Tilly is just going to be there eating her snacks. Did you see her over there eating her snacks? That shit was hilarious. Yeah, we're gonna see this Mean Girls thing that y'all keep saying. Just it's dead. Y'all heard that Val Kilmer died. Val Kilmer, all the movies. Tombstone is my favorite movie with Val Kilmer. He was in Top Gun. He's in a lot of movies. He was in Heat. He was in a lot of movies, and he had throat cancer. And when they did a surgery, and it cost him his voice. But then I was reading. I didn't get the chance to read the article. I was reading a headline that said that he used AI to help with his voice. I don't know how he did it. I didn't read the article, but I thought that was interesting. But anyhow, he died. So he was 65, I believe. Val Kilmer was 65. So let's go to the blogs and see what's going on. It says Garcelle and Sutton are reportedly no longer speaking after the tense reunion. Right. Somebody said she was born anyway in everybody else's business, but doesn't share anything of her life. And it's really not in everybody's business. It's really trying to move the storyline along the same way Kenya Moore does. Otherwise, if no one asks questions while we're in this, what are we going to be talking about? You have stuff going on. Are we just going to act like it's not going on? That's not reality. And that's what Garcelle was talking about. Hold on a second. My kid is, him and his friends have like, this is my I have one child in culinary. The second child, I think he's probably going to get in culinary too. Him and his friend, this girl at school, she sells candy and he sells burgers and fries. And so he actually is making them at home. They got menus and everything, menus, and she sells candy. He makes these grilled cheeseburgers and like these wedge cut fries with grilled cheese with grilled onions. But he flips the patty, the burger, the bun. He flips it the other way so it could be flat on each side instead of having the sesame seeds and stuff like that. So he flips the buns inside out, and then he of course puts cheese and grilled onions, and then the sauce and the fries of course are extra. So they have a little menu. They made a little menu. He showed me the menu yesterday. This is the Aquarius child. So they have a little thing going on at school. Little entrepreneurs. Shout out to them. I love it. So he said that because the other day I every now and again I ask them like, are you still interested in what you want to be when you grow up? The Aquarius child wants to get into the performing arts. He already does stuff at school. He's in plays and stuff like that. So he wants to get into the performing arts, but he didn't want to, when he was like 10, maybe 9 or 10, he said he didn't want to get into the performing arts as a child because of the way that child actors are treated. He was like, I don't want to turn out like the way that child actors turn out, unfortunately. So he had enough knowledge at 10 to say, I don't want to be a child actor, I'll wait. And he just does stuff in school. But when I started ordering HelloFresh for them to learn how to cook, he's taken a liking to cooking as well. So both of them like cooking. I was like, let me find out they'll grow up and have a restaurant. And so the other one cooks. He does culinary and catering at school, and this one they sell food and candy at school. So he put something else on his menu. I said, no, you need to be like In and Out and have one thing on the menu, two things on the menu: burgers and fries and drinks, and that's it. Don't be over ambitious, especially if you're using my damn kitchen. Girl, you could be making all that stuff. So last night he was up there cutting, preparing, cutting his potatoes and stuff, so that in the morning he can make them in the morning here. So I don't know how long that's gonna last, because making them at home. But he says his friends eat them. Like he has the little containers. He bought the little containers to put the burgers in and the fries in. The little containers and then the little sauce containers. He bought those. So he's doing all his stuff, but he only makes a couple, and then he gives them to his friends. I'm like, do they heat them up? And he's like, because they're already hot. But he gets to school, he gets on the bus, he gets to school, and they're hot. They eat them right away in the morning. I'm like, who's eating grilled cheeseburgers at 8 o'clock in the morning? Teenagers. So it is what it is. Ooh, a grilled cheeseburger with an egg on it. That sounds good. Shout out to Fat Burger. Fat Burger puts eggs on their burgers. Anyways, so the thing with Beverly Hills, I'm not going to get all uptight about it. I just can't, because it's just like it's the same theme with them. So they'll turn on that's why I said I can't wait to see what's going to happen next season, because they're definitely going to turn on somebody, and I think that somebody is going to be Sutton. And Garcelle is not going to be there to save you. Erika Jayne doesn't like neither one of them. And I'll be surprised if they renew Erika Jayne's contract. I'll be shocked if Erika Jayne gets another contract, because she did literally nothing this season. Nothing. I would be definitely shocked. Definitely shocked. Where's my lighter? So that's what's going on down to the blogs. But somebody says she's boring in everybody else's business, but doesn't share anything of her life. And somebody said Garcelle's literally shared lots of stuff about her and her kids. All we got from Erika was wallpaper. This person says, what do you want her to show? Has a good normal life. She isn't a liar, fraud, wannabe, pick me. So yes, boring. Glad she elevated and left. She's in a class with Bethany. Good class to be in. Why? Because she didn't show her dating life, and she said she doesn't have, but you see everything else. So I'm confused. Exactly. And then did you hear how Erika Jayne kept saying, we want to see this and we want to see that? What we are you talking about, girl? Who are you fucking? Because you've mentioned several times that your bedroom needs to be bop bop bop, and you want to get your back blown out and stuff like that. Girl, who are you screwing? We want to see this, and we want to see this from you. Girl, you want me to be in a scandal. That's what you want me to be in, and I'm not in no scandals. I'm not married to a lying ass lawyer. I wasn't married to a lying ass lawyer. I was married to a philandering cheater like Kyle and who else was cheating on the show? Just Kyle. We don't know if Mauricio was cheating, but the rumors have been there for years. Okay. And Dorit, I don't have my husband, ex-husband is not a bad father, nor is he an alcoholic. So, bitch, I don't, that girl, the way I would have pointed at each one of them, they couldn't say. That's why I'm like, Garcelle, what the hell? But I feel like Garcelle didn't know that that was about to happen because it very much looks like a coordinated effort to basically come after Garcelle. And I'm like, and even Garcelle at the end was like, girl, I didn't even know I was going to be on the hot seat. She was not prepared. Erika, I would have laid Erika, girl, Erika Jane, girl, you couldn't say a word to me. You couldn't say shit to me. Nothing. Nothing. Garcelle has been there how long? And what has we've watched her grow. We've watched her buy homes. We've watched her business grow and her produce shows, and then the shows actually come out. You couldn't tell me that I wasn't sharing my life just because you don't know who I'm fucking. Who are you fucking? Ooh, I wish Garcelle would have known that they were going to come after her because she just seemed unprepared. And I think that's the reason why she shut down and she was just like, girl, okay. Because that's what I would have done after a while. Girl, y'all don't want to hear how I feel. I'm done explaining shit to y'all. So, okay. And then Dorit, what Dorit does that bothers the shit out of me is she says what she says, you acknowledge what she says, you apologize, and then she keeps going. It's just like, okay, girl, get it off your chest. I just keep going, keep going. Run, 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 run. Dorit, shut the fuck up talking. Girl, shut up. Erika Jane, when I tell you Erika Jane couldn't say nothing to me, girl, I would wear that bitch out. I'm sorry, little Miss Wallpaper, ugly wallpaper. Did you have something to say? Because what did you show about your life? We saw you. We saw last year in the season before. But what were you? What? Nothing to say. Nothing to say. She couldn't say nothing to me. I would wear Erika Jane out. I would even go so far as to be like, "Oh, you still have those diamond earrings? Did you trade in those diamond earrings to get that ugly ass wallpaper you put up this season?" Oh, bitch, you couldn't say nothing to me. Nothing. Erika Jane, girl. She's a read. Erika Jane is a read. Dorit is a read. She is. Dorit, what? All the shit you was saying about your husband? And we can't ask questions? Nobody has compassion for you, and we trying to tell you to get is your name on the mortgage, and you don't know that it is. You don't know if it is or not. You look stupid. All of y'all look dumb. Kyle, the queen of mean, trying to call somebody a mean girl is crazy. They have a whole crew. Foxworth Force 5. A bunch of mean bitches. That's what it is. The problem is Sutton wants to be a part of their group so bad, and Kyle knows this. So she manipulates Sutton off camera. She's playing the we're friends in secret and BS, and Sutton is so desperate she'll accept it. Girl, when she was like, be more interesting, fuck you, Erika. Fuck you. What? Because I'm not going through a divorce? Because I'm not like I didn't have, criminal activity, that I work, that I'm self-made. I don't have a rich husband. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. That's not interesting. Fuck her. Fuck her.
Oh no, I think we are. Yeah, we're mean girls apparently. I mean, yeah. Which I don't understand that. I'm not taking that on. You can say anything you want. I'm not taking it because I know who I am. When she's like, be more interesting, fuck you, Erika. Fuck you. Fuck you. What? Because I'm not going through a divorce? Because I'm not, like, I didn't have, criminal activity, that I work, that I'm self-made. Yeah. I don't have a rich husband. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. Well, she didn't. That's not interesting. She doesn't have a rich husband either. Fuck her.
Fuck her. She don't have a rich husband either, girl. Erika don't have a rich husband either. So let's really talk about it, girl. That was a mess. That was unfortunate. Well, y'all, let's end this video here because it's already been 35 minutes, and we'll come back and see what's down to the blogs. This was just I'm going to come back with a review, but I just wanted to chit chat about it. I don't know if this could be the review. I don't know. Did we cover everything? Shit, I don't know. But let me know what you thought about the reunion, and because it's all we talked about in this video, because I had just watched it. Anyways, take care of each other, protect your energy. We'll be back with another video. Peace.